So now explain what it means. The proof is in the pudding. To my thinking, pudding is pudding, like
Yes,
pudding is a
sweet,
sweet little
yeah.
delight,
Yeah.
dessert.
Yes.
And why would even they mention pudding?
Pudding,
Like,
yeah.
why would you have to taste it first
Wow.
in order to know the proof? Actually, the
Yeah.
first saying was the proof is in the eating of the pudding.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what? You eat like
Yes,
this.
this pudding was actually not sweet at all.
No?
It was actually a sausage. It was a type of sausage, and that's what they called pudding, was sausage. They didn't.
Really?
It wasn't real sweet pudding dessert like you have today. It was a sausage,
No
and
way.
it originated in Ireland and in England. Poor people, the peasants, in Ireland, and because the English authority and the crown were so harsh with them, they had to make do with what they had. They would put all these different mixed animal parts from the sheep, mostly from the sheep, into the pudding, and it was actually, this pudding was a sausage, and it was called a blood sausage, and they would mix it with blood and the intestines of the sheep. The intestines of the sheep
And pork.
and different body parts of the sheep, and then put it in the sausage. And that's why they said proof is in the pudding, because until you taste it, you didn't know what was in it. Yes,
even.
exactly. You didn't know what was in it until you tasted it.
Oh, very smart. Now it makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's really funny and interesting.
And
wow.
yes, and today they have actually it's called a blood pudding that they serve at a special Christmas occasion.
Is that
in
right?
England, yes,
Oh,
and in
wow.
Ireland, yeah.
Oh.
And the proof was in the pudding also meant how flavorful it was. Did it taste good?
Oh, I
And
see.
so because they had so much different
Yes,
ingredients in the sausage,
Oh, I see.
everybody had their own recipe for
Yeah.
making that
And
sausage.
I would even be hesitant to even eat it. So
Yeah.
you really need to know whether it is any good.
Exactly, because 50 people might say it's good, but you might think it's the absolute worst because it was
I know.
of the ingredients that was made out of.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm kind of squeamish myself. I love my steak medium rare, but with putting blood and intestines in my sausage, that kind of grosses me out too. Yeah. Sorry, England. I love you, England, but I'll stick to your what are your muffins or whatever they call it. Your English pastries,